Fourth inning, the Braves getting the run in the first inning. Grissom led off with a base hit. Was running on a pitch when Lemke grounded out, so he advanced, and then Chipper Jones with a base hit to right field to score Grissom. Now McGriff to lead off in the fourth inning, fouls it off. 0-1. Our feature two of a kind. We like to compare players at relative points in their careers at about the same point, and Fred McGriff, as you can see, at age 31, Willie Stargell when he was 31 through 1972. Look at how those numbers stack up with each other. Gives you an idea of the types of careers people have along the way. McGriff and Stargell at the age of 31 putting up about the same numbers.
I think it's very important to point out that Willie Stargell's in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
475 lifetime home runs.
That's the kind of career McGriff's in the midst of.
There's always a tendency, I guess. I mean, Willie had a tremendous career, but 20 years ago, everything seemed better. I'll never forget the Big Red Machine in its heyday in Cincinnati doing what it was doing, and still there would be some people in town who would say, oh no, you should have seen the Reds 20 years ago when Kluszewski was here and Post and Bell and guys like that. And now, of course, people are saying, well, the Reds are pretty good, but remember the team in the 70s?
That's what baseball's all about, comparing one era to the other.
That's what life's all about. Everything was better 20 years ago, right?
Unfortunately.
3-2. Folks, philosophy you'll only hear on the Baseball Network. In the air to deep left center field, and Howard races all the way back and was there and then couldn't backhand it. And McGriff will wind up at second. So he had a long way to go, and Thomas Howard got there and tried to backhand it and dropped it.
I think Ron Gant should have called him off the play, because the ball is tailing back to Gant and going away from Howard. A left-hander hit it. Now, keep in mind, it was Fred McGriff. It's going away, but Thomas Howard calling him off. The ball hit the heel of the glove, and it's going to be scored a double, and that's bad scoring. That should be an error. That ball's got to be caught with that much hang time.
Yeah, Davey Johnson saying Thomas Howard's not going to hurt you defensively. Good on-base percentage, hitting over 300, but he does right there.
Dave Justice hits one down the right field line and right into the corner, and it stays in fair territory for Sanders to make the catch, and over to third goes McGriff. Justice hitting it right down the line, didn't hook at all, and Reggie Sanders goes toward the corner where there's no room in foul ground and makes the catch.
Big at bat for David Justice. Sanders staying right with it, but McGriff going easily to third, and now the Reds here in the fourth inning, they really have to play the infield in.
Yeah, I got to think, especially with Smoltz on the mound, as we mentioned in the opening, 3-0 this year with an ERA of about 2.87. And Devereaux hitting over 300 against lefties. Started the year with the White Sox, but this is one of the acquisitions that general manager of the Braves, John Sherholtz, said we need a veteran guy that is, good outfielder, little bit of speed, can hit left-handed pitching and right-handed pitching, as he won last night's game.
Devereaux inside, ball one. Swing foul, and the count 1-1 strike.
They've said for years that on the artificial surface you don't have to play all the way in because the ball gets to you more quickly, and as you see Barry Larkin about halfway. All the other infielders are in. Fred McGriff is not a fast runner, so Larkin feels that on a relatively sharp hit ground ball he can get it.
1-2. It's AstroTurf in is what it is.
Right, that's right.
Bobby Cox last night managed his 10th postseason extra inning game. 2-2.
Smiley going for the K right here, right, Jim?
Yep, 170 plus innings with 124 Ks. Fully capable of doing it. I mean, he's got the full arsenal. Really haven't seen too many changeups tonight.
Devereaux, the type of hitter you were saying last night that you cannot pitch him out over the plate and expect to get him out.
Good high ball hitter out over the plate. They're going to go away.
Just away.
It was close, Davey.
That's the best analysis of that pitch possible.
Well, he hits the glove, but the glove's off the plate. Not by much.
And that's lined to left field deep enough to score a run, and it's a base hit over the head of Gant. Devereaux on his way to second, and in there with a double as Atlanta takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, pitcher's worst nightmare. Trying to make a good pitch, need a pop-up, maybe a weak grounder, hopefully a strikeout, and you hang a changeup to a high ball hitter. And you don't get a good result.
High circle change will find the outfielders circling. And that's what that one did. Right up in his eyes. And Gant couldn't catch up to it.
Well, the amazing thing about Mike Devereaux, he uses about a 36-ounce bat. And it seems that he's quick enough and strong enough to hit the ball out over the plate, but because of the bigness of the bat, also strong enough to kind of wait on the breaking ball, especially if you make a mistake.
Lopez takes a strike. 1-1. 2-0 Atlanta in the 4th inning. And remember, the Reds go down to Atlanta for Game 3 Friday night and get Greg Maddux. Davey Johnson counters with David Wells, another lefty. Lopez, I guess the designated catcher is what we would call him for Glavine and for Smoltz, and the Reds will get busy in the bullpen with Dave Berber getting up. Charlie O'Brien is the other catcher, but Lopez was red hot in the second half this year. He hit .361 after the All-Star break, and he punches that one to right field, and Reggie Sanders almost jumped too early but comes down with it, and Devereaux goes to third. I mean, Reggie Sanders had to be Michael Jordan to stay in the air and haul that one in.
Air Sanders.
Yes.
I'll tell you, one of the best right fielders in the National League. He shows it right there. I'll tell you, hard to tell from up here. That ball could have knuckled. We know that most likely it might have sliced a little bit.
You don't see very many outfielders catch the ball after they leap when they are descending, but he was coming down and caught it.
Yeah, that's usually what you see from an infielder. You know, very difficult to sometimes judge how hard the ball's hit.
Well, a decision is descending on Davey Johnson. Do you walk Belliard? He singled his first time up. John Smoltz with only 6 hits on the year.
And they work on him, and he loops it to short, so they get away with it. That means the pitcher leads off in the 5th, but the Braves get another run and lead 2-0 in the middle of the 4th.